episode. Here we go again with your three friends, Drew, Neil, and Perk. We got your favorite movies and shows. It's three guys nobody knows. The pilot episode.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pilot Episode Podcast. We have a very, very exciting week ahead, folks. We have got a show coming out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday this week. It's going to be action-packed. We've got all kinds of things going on. This will be our Tuesday episode, which we know we told you we were doing The Greatest Showman. That is going to be bumped to Wednesday due to the fact of we have found our new weekly TV show that will be released on Tuesdays, A Memory of a Killer, which Perk threw this one in the group chat, was like, hey, I just seen this in the middle of the game we were watching the other night. Looks like it could be a good one. I checked out the trailer, was like, absolutely. Neil said, I'm in. And then Neil just sent us the most, like, outrageous note-taking I've ever seen put into a TV show for this. So, spoiler alert, I think we all may like it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go first and say it's 20 times better than I thought it might be. Me and Perk talked a little bit before we started, and where some of these people are at in their roles in this style of show, I would have never picked them.
Mm-hmm.
How it looked based off the first episode, I can't wait to watch it again, man.
Mm-hmm.
Banger.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept, and like I know that it's the pilot episode. Obviously, we're just starting to set this thing up.
I was about to say, if you want to give them a quick rundown, because obviously there's going to be a lot of people who have not seen this. So if you want to do that while you're going into here and kind of tell them what the show is per se.
Right. So the synopsis of the show is basically, oh my God, it's basically Patrick Dempsey, who you may know as McDreamy in Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
He is an assassin, and also he lives a second life where he's been a father and a husband and, this good family man and all that stuff. And he's been doing it for years and years, but finally these two worlds are starting to like collide. And at the same time, he's starting to show signs of early onset Alzheimer's, dementia, something like that. He's starting to have memory loss, which we now know is a big thing in his family because his brother has the same thing. He's in a facility because of it. And his brother's is very advanced. But it's a really cool setup for a show because, like, you kind of get thrown in so far into his career as an assassin that there's so much that they can pull from in the past to build stories from, and that's something that I think is going to be really cool.
It is going to be very interesting. I want to take a second to say something that he actually says in the movie. He says it jokingly, but you can tell he means it when he introduces himself to the bartender, the owner of the club.
Yes.
He says, I'm a hitman. Don't worry, I only kill bad people.
Mm-hmm.
So that may be kind of his rule that I'm thinking of, that he's kind of lived his career by, and he's a hitman for people who only do bad things.
He's kind of like a vigilante, like Batman type of in real life, kind of sort of character.
Yeah. My biggest thing is the way you hook me to start a show. Obviously, being a hitman's a good start.
Mm.
We have so many other questions. We have a dead wife and a dead mother. We have so many things going on. We've got pictures being taken from afar. There's so many small details thrown into one 42-minute episode.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you watched the trailer, but there is a massive spoiler in the trailer that I don't necessarily know if you guys want to hear, but I feel like it's pretty common knowledge if you watch the trailer before you start this.
I did not watch the trailer, I'll be honest.
Okay.
I didn't either. I saw the short thing that they showed on the football game, but that wasn't like the full trailer.
See, I don't watch trailers for the very reason of I want to go into it just open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, if y'all don't want to hear the semi spoiler, remove your headphones for a second, or if you're a watcher and don't want to hear it, pause for a second.
I want to hear it.
For a second. So, due to his Alzheimer's, it appears that now that these worlds are colliding,
Yes.
you notice he is somewhat friends with the detective.
Mhm.
He begins talking to the detective about things, but he doesn't remember talking to the detective. So his two worlds are going to kind of come together, which we've already seen they're starting to come together.
Yeah, they are.
The people he works for are going to start to realize he's talking to the wrong people.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, it's going to get even more. Like, it's going to blow up, and he's going to be taking it from every angle.
Yeah,
Well-
because I don't like it's crazy. How do you have a secret, like a double life like that for that
Right.
long? Especially like if you're working for, I don't know if it's the mafia or what it is that he's working for, but like,
I
how
really
do you keep everything secret from those guys?
I
think
see.
like a contract guy. And
Yeah, I see. Like we don't even know the details on that. Like Drew said, he could be a contract. This could be John Wick type situation. This could be
Mhm.
former SEAL Team 6. Like we don't know, man. That's again what leads into it being so good. But like Drew said, kind of on the spoiler alert of him making his two lives collide. We get in the first episode, we get to see him talking to his brother, who we know. I mean, he can't. I'm not being a dick, but he can't tell anybody.
Mhm.
So, kind of piggybacking off what Drew said, like who all is he just going on a rant to for 10 minutes about stuff going on?
Yeah, which I see in these notes. There is the question of why is he ranting to his brother, and to me that's because he knows that his brother isn't going to remember what he's talking about. He just needs to work
Say
through it
it.
himself out loud.
Yes.
Uh,
But who all's he doing that with, you know?
Yeah,
It appears
without
that-
realizing he's doing it.
might become a detective. And then, like, we see just like your hint to not remembering stuff when he brings old girl home from the club, he leaves the gun in the refrigerator. But in his mind, we see it, he put it in his safe.
Yep. He locked it up. Everything was good. No, he didn't.
She opened that refrigerator trying to get a water and hightailed it out of there.
Which I will
Also-
say that was a little dramatic because, like, I don't know, around here where we live, most dudes got a pistol by their bed. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
just New York.
I don't
yeah.
know. I think you kind of put that on top of him saying he was a hitman jokingly to her. Maybe she saw that and was like, "Oh shit, maybe he really is."
well, that's her fault for thinking he was joking.
Yeah,
Put that on top of him saying he was a hitman, and then on top of the very nice apartment in a rich part of town, and like,
With a key code we almost forgot getting in there when you were already trying to shed your dress. I
mhm.
can see that.
he almost forgot that multiple times.
Yes. And you could tell they really focused on it to show us, like, hey,
Mhm.
we're slipping.
Yeah, like that was after we had talked to the lady at the care facility for her brother or for his brother, that where she was like, "Hey, he should have gotten treatment when he started forgetting PIN numbers and passwords and stuff like that, but he's so advanced now because that didn't happen. So now he needs to realize that this is happening to him too, and he needs to get treatment now." But the question is, are we going to see him do that?
If I had to guess, I'd tell you no.
Well,
Yeah.
also, we don't know where this is going to head. Well, and again, we're first episode here. I don't want to get too far out, but is this a 5-season show or is this a 2-season just fast paced banger?
That
If it is, we may see him on a hit and
Mhm.
forget who he's even supposed to be shooting, man.
that was my biggest downside to the show.
Yeah.
When I watched it,
I
when we
agree.
watch it, I see it and I'm like, this is a great concept. However, the Alzheimer's being in it, we've either got to like
It limits.
we got to shrink this thing down into this is a month long season, this is a month long season, this is a month long season, or eventually something's going to have to happen and we run out of time because of the Alzheimer's and we
Yeah.
don't get more seasons.
Yeah, that was
Or-
the thought I had too. Is it's the print, like the overall idea of the show is such a cool idea, but it does limit you in what you're able to do, like the amount of time you're able to have the show.
Unless we have some kind of miracle cure, you know.
Right.
That, or I was gonna say, son-in-law ain't got a job, fellas. May have to.
I had that same thought.
Son-in-law
That-
seems a little quirky to me right now, though.
Yeah, it's concerning. I wouldn't want him doing a hit, but after if he learns from the best for a period of time, maybe,
I don't
Yeah, and I will say the guy, the son of his partner of his boss,
Joe.
that dude, that actor, I really like that actor. I'm glad he's getting stuff because right now, most recently, I saw him in the last Final Destination movie, and he was so good in that movie. And coming off of that movie, I was like, he needs to get more acting jobs because that guy is really good.
He's pretty good in the 100 as well.
That's
Yeah.
what Shannon said.
Also, we do need to touch on that for a second since you brought it up. Right off the rip, cast wise, very impressed.
Hey, is that you didn't watch Sopranos, did you, Neil, or have you?
I have.
So is the head guy, is that Chris from the Sopranos? Has he gotten that old?
I'm not 1,000% on that.
I've been looking at IMDb right here and I cannot find him. I can't find that character on IMDb. That's what I was looking for. But dude, he looks so much like Chris from the Sopranos. I really, really thought that was him. And if that's the case, cast wise, we're already.
Yes, he is from The Sopranos.
I thought that was Chrissy. Yeah.
He was also in Goodfellas.
Yes, I knew he was in Goodfellas.
Yeah, White Lotus. He's been in Law and Order. He's been in a lot of Lovely Bones. Yeah, that guy's like
Well, he
accomplished.
played one of the most prominent roles in one of the greatest TV shows of all time. In Sopranos.
Mhm.
Like, Chris
Yeah,
is
he
a
is.
massive.
Which I
character.
mean, I guess you got to think how long ago Sopranos was.
Yeah.
but
But yeah, it's a lot of different directions we can go with this. I do
A
think
lot of
it's-
potential here, fellas. A lot of potential.
yeah, and Neil touched on it earlier, but like Patrick Dempsey in this type of a role is so interesting and so outside of what you would expect him to be in. And it works so well. Like that scene where he kills the guy in his assistants or security or whatever in the bathroom.
paper towel holder.
It was sick, dude.
Yeah, dude, he walked through him. Like I said, it was a John Wick type feel.
Yeah.
It's exactly how I felt because when
Mhm.
I watched that scene, it literally took me back, and it's like I watched John Wick kill a man with a pencil.
Exactly.
That's what it felt like.
And my
Yeah,
thing
it's-
is, if old Patrick could have been playing this role the whole time, I don't want to say he wasted time over there at the hospital, but damn, man.
Yeah. Those are my favorite types. Those are my favorite scenes in these types of shows. The like improvised kills and stuff. Like so cool. It allows the writers to get so creative in the way that they do things. And I know it has to feel great for them to be able to write something like that.
And you could tell it pissed him off too that Joe didn't realize it was the kid's birthday. He was like, "It's
Mhm.
fucking Bush League. This is amateur stuff, dude. We got to know things like that."
Mhm.
And like I said, he's on the roll, and with small details like that, just the way he's carried himself. Even when he was forgetting shit, I was like, kind of don't matter if he forgets it. He's a badass. It's kind of got that feel to it.
Mhm.
But it does. It is in its own category right now to me because it does have that kind of off-brand feel of we don't know what's really going on, and it kind of feels spacey, like a Manifest type show.
Yeah, another good one.
It's kind of giving me that right now, and I'm not saying we're going to get that far out or anything, but I'm saying the unknown and where we're headed. It's kind of that speed of a show right now, and which I really enjoy. So, like I said, ton of potential. I'm excited about it.
It just leaves you with a million questions. Like
Yeah,
the list you sent me is a million questions. Like
Yes,
Mhm.
it could go a lot of ways and still be really, really good, in my opinion.
Mhm.
the one thing I do have that is a question about the end. So I feel like I saw this too clearly for them to not be pushing this and this be what you're supposed to be thinking. The guy that's trying to kill him was not that guy's brother. This is the guy who killed his wife, right? And that's
Yes,
who's trying to kill him.
That's what we're putting together, and we know he's in a baby blue stolen truck. He answered the phone on a job site, but is this what they just want us to think right now? And 5 episodes from now, we're going to be like, holy shit, we were idiots. He had nothing to do with his wife.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. One more thing I did want to bring up having to do with Patrick Dempsey. It is unfair how slowly this dude ages. He is 60 years old.
That's a quality looking fella.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, Perk. I've said it on here a lot, and I'll say it again.
It's ridiculous, dude. Like,
Hey, Ozempic, pumpkin latte, a bump of Coke, man. Just keep on acting.
Oh, and also another note, he also does direct this. He's
oh, he
a-
does?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yes, he does. Did y'all not see that at the beginning?
Mm-mm.
Some
I didn't
people
pay
have it
any
all.
attention.
It popped up pretty big at the beginning that he was a
Yeah,
director.
some people have it all. Because I will give Perk this, all kidding aside. The dude has looked the same age my entire life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it really has.
crazy.
Like, Grey's Anatomy is a forever long show. Like people don't realize that dude hardly aged at all. Like he looks young when it started, but like once we got to a couple seasons in, same dude every season.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this: from season 1 to 86, or however long they've drug that bullshit out, dude ain't been told no at a bar on a Friday night yet. I can guarantee you that.
He's 1-0 in this one too.
Yes, sir, he is. Yes, sir, he is.
But yeah, so y'all got anything else on this one? We're gonna start to wrap it up and give some announcements and stuff.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean, just for the first episode, I think we've covered it. Like I said, a lot of potential. I like where this is headed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you found us a good one, Perk. I recommend this to all the viewers. I'll give you that pilot episode stamped its approval on this thing, at least through episode 1. Now, going forward, next week's episode that will come out on Tuesday, like all episodes we do. Am I good?
Yeah.
You're freezing for me.
I think you're.
Am I good?
You are. I don't know. Don't move too fast.
I thought so. Hit me a pause, Bert. Give me a pause on this thing. Sorry about that. I had some stuff going on. But going forward, it'll come out every Tuesday like our normal Landman episodes were. Now we're moving on to Memory of a Killer every Tuesday. But they actually double released episodes 1 and 2. So we have already recorded by the time episode 2 come out. Therefore, next Tuesday will be a double up episode from episode 2 and 3. So y'all get kind of a little bit bigger episode on Tuesday. And then, like I said, the rest of this week, make sure you tune back in. We've got something coming out for you every day. Actually, there's going to be one day where we have 2 things coming out because I completely forgot about Hijack and recording that. Neil, are you okay?
That always comes out 2 days. 2 always come out.
Yeah,
that day.
hijack's always a double.
Yeah.
But all right. So, with that being said, we will get the wheel spin for our movie that will be on Friday. That'll be in the next episode. It'll be out tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for The Greatest Showman. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let Grandma know the pilot episode put out another podcast. Neil?
From the dark. We'll see you.
We'll see you.
The pilot episode.